Mangahigh has been built around this idea that our brain is divided into two systems of cognitive thinking. Psychologists have actually called this System 1 and System 2. System 1 describes that automatic, intuitive, almost reflexive part of our thinking, while System 2 is where our brain uses all its power for deep understanding, reflection, problem solving, that contemplative part of our brain. Now in maths, this is characterized by our students' abilities to instinctively recall their basic number skills, as an example, which forms that important foundation for effective problem solving tasks or higher order thinking activities that we wish for them to undertake. Now with this in mind, students that learn Mangahigh or learn maths or Mangahigh are completing two different types of activities: games, which deals with developing fluency skills, and Prodigy, which develops deep conceptual understanding. Now here's an example of a game that your students play on Mangahigh called a tangled web, which deals with angles, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, so from basic angle rules through to circle theorems. So here's another game. This one deals with basic number skills, so your addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Or perhaps even this one for our more senior kids for quadratic factorizations. So what we've looked at so far is just a few games available on Mangahigh. So the way it works is games develop fluency skills, skilling and drilling repeatedly until some sense of automation is developed. In fact, students can process over hundreds of questions in a short space of 10 minutes. All of these games are segmented and broken down so that it's mapped to the curriculum. So as a teacher, you have full control over the maths games and the levels that they're actually working on. Prodigy quizzes, on the other hand, is all about developing conceptual understanding, using carefully scaffolded questions where hints and clues are built within the easy questions, and gradually students grow into more difficult questions as these hints drop away. It's about creating a kind of episodic memory which leads to long-term memory formation. So students all start at the easy level. If they progress, they move on to the medium, followed by hard, followed by the extreme questions. Teachers use the curriculum browser to find the relevant activities to assign to their students. Everything is mapped to the curriculum of your choice. So simply click through the folders and find an activity that you're interested in to assign to your students. When you click Assign, you can choose to assign it to everybody in the class or just a select group of students in your class. Importantly, when it's assigned, students simply see it on their to-do list under the Assigned section. Additionally, students can also access activities from their recommended list. This is unique for each student, especially as they spend more time on Mangahigh, as it builds a personalised learning for each student. In fact, each activity on Mangahigh has a corresponding prerequisite and postrequisite task associated with it, so it's personalised for each individual student. Lastly, teachers monitor their students' progress using the Reports and Analytics function. Use it to track your students' progress continuously, which enables you to provide real-time intervention. Now, from our experience, students absolutely love Mangahigh. In fact, if you think about it, the data that we collect is as good as what your students put into it. So realistically, it makes sense to try and engage our students first and foremost, and that forms commitment from their part, which means they continue working on maths, which means you have more reports and more data to analyse. So I hope you will join us in setting up a trial and get your students started on Mangahigh, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you.